let me introduce my partner in crime with this whole operation. This is my friend Beejel Parmar. He is an amazing partner to have in this. I am going to let him tell his story because if I start talking about Beejel and start giving him accolades and doing a proper introduction, here's the reality. We told you guys we were going to keep you for only a few hours, but it would go on for days and days and days. And here's why. Beejel is just one of those guys that you need to have in your back pocket. Everybody needs a Beejel. And this guy cares more, learns more, tries more, does more, produces more, engages more, helps lift people up better and more than anybody I know. And literally, I've known Beejel for over a decade. We've been on speaking tours together. We've spoke all over the world together. And when I called him and I said, hey, I'm looking for someone that I can kind of work with and bring into the fold, who do you know? And he said, well, who's it for? And I said, me. And he literally said, I'm your guy. Let's go play. And so here we are today. And Beejel, I'm just thrilled and honored to have you as part of my just my partnership. And it's just awesome. So B, by the way, I refer to him as B. So if you hear me throw it to B, that's the reason why. So with you guys, please help me welcome Beejel.
Casey, thank you so much. I just grabbed the tissue just to kind of dab down my eyes over here. Just how wonderful introduction that was. So for those of you who don't know me, I have a background in engineering. Look, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out this interview game, but I just happen to be one by education. But that wasn't my first love. My first love, I think, has always been working with people right from high school. But I transitioned from engineering about 20 years ago into the world of entrepreneurship, and then more recently, around 10 years ago, into the world of speaking. So that's kind of where my story starts. In 2011, I got on stage for the very first time. It was 18 years in the making, meaning that in 1992, months after I graduated, I happened to be invited to a big multi-level network marketing event. I was sat there in the middle of the audience, and for the first time, I saw an inspirational, motivational speaker, and I thought, wow, I want to do that. I want to be able to get on stage and inspire and motivate people. But back then, 20 years ago, at least from my experience, everybody I saw, you know what, it's 30 years ago. I just kind of de-aged myself 10 years. This happened almost 30 years ago. Everyone I saw were 6 foot tall white guys. Now you can't see me, but I can tell you I'm not 6 foot tall and neither am I white. And I created a belief system that I wasn't tall enough, white enough, and smart enough and successful enough to be a speaker. It took 18 years to overcome that belief. I finally got the opportunity in 2011 to step on stage, and it was the most nervous thing I've ever done. And I really didn't do a great job that first time, but something happened. From that moment on, for the next 8 or so years, the very first person that I would typically talk to right after coming off stage was Casey Eberhardt. And we'd have a debrief right away. And what I want to pass on to you is this: professional feedback helps you improve. I want you to go ahead and write that down. If you're going to write down anything today, write this down. Professional feedback is going to help you improve no matter what you are doing, okay? But here's the thing about professional feedback. Professional feedback can only be given by blank. I want you to go and put it down in the chat. Who are you going to take professional feedback from, right? So think about your career, where you are right now. And no matter what you're going to do, there's always room for improvement. But who are you going to listen to when it comes to room for improvement? Well, here's a clue. If you're going to take professional feedback from anybody, take it from a professional or professionals, right? That's the key. But here's what's reality. We often will listen to the naysayers in this world. No matter what we do, we tend to just listen to the input given to us, and they may not be the right people to give you the right feedback to enhance your career. So again, always get feedback from the right people.